Yes.
And whenever you feel like you're not having a good day, just remember somebody being buried today. And guess what? It's not you.
Amen.
So you should be all right. So before we get started into our segments and whatnot, I want to talk about a few of the current events. I just want to mention because we lost a very important Supreme Court justice this weekend. Actually, it was Friday, I believe. I don't know, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, and I don't know how you all feel about her, but I have always looked up to her as a champion for women's rights and equality. So we have definitely lost a legendary public figure. And hopefully all of us that are left behind will pick up where she left off. That's what I'm hoping for. So how's everybody's week been? Sharice, Miss Riri?
Doing good. I know.
And looking all good over there.
No,
Guys, y'all
right?
should call.
That's this birthday look. I'm trying to get it together.
Oh, that's right. It's your birthday.
Was it Thursday, Wednesday?
Wednesday is my birthday.
Oh, it's this coming Wednesday. All
Yes.
right, all right.
I'm trying to be cool.
Okay, so how old you gonna be? 20 million?
Girl.
Times.
Hot. Hot. 52.
What? I tell you what, it's a blessing to make
Absolutely.
it to 52. And you
Absolutely.
sure don't look it, girl. Let them know. Let them know.
Yes.
I also wanted to say about this tropical storm Beta that's headed our way. Hopefully you all will get prepared. Don't wait till the last minute. Get your snacks. Have a plan of escape. That's my first thought. Every time a storm's coming, my first thought is, do we have enough snacks? And the beverages. I need to have some Moscato, and I'm gonna also need to have a little bit of vodka. And maybe a little couple, 2, 3 shots of tequila in the house.
Wait a minute, hold on. You
Just
don't
in
drink it.
case.
Are you alone or you?
I'm the only drink. Well, yeah, I'm the only drinker in the house.
No.
at this time.
The question was,
Oh.
are you going to be alone when you drink?
You know, that is always up to negotiation. It just depends. It
Last
depends
time
on.
we helped the community out.
Yeah, sometimes you got to help the community out. You know, sometimes you got to be a blessing to
Yes.
someone else who
Yes.
is alone. So this is a record-breaking hurricane season. So much so that they have ran out of names. So that's why they're using Alpha and Beta and all that. So it's really crazy.
I don't remember them going through the whole alphabet.
They did. They went through the whole alphabet. The last one was Wilfred or something like that.
Right, but who was
Where's
that?
Z?
Right, and Z.
Oh, they don't use X, Y, or Z.
Why not?
I don't know. It's the National Hurricane Center. They only use up to W. I think it's another letter in the middle they don't use. Maybe Q. I'm not sure.
So we're at Beta. So where was Alpha?
Alpha, I don't know. Alpha, I think, was formed in the Gulf and then just, dissipated.
Oh, okay.
But Beta seems to be strong from what we're hearing, and it's headed to Texas. So hopefully everybody will be prepared and get ready for Beta. I just want to mention also that this is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes.
Hope I said that right. Yes, Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hola.
I want to encourage you all. If you don't know much about Hispanic heritage, please just Google it. Google it. Find out about Latino Americans that have made a contribution to our country so that we can all feel connected. We want people to be happy about Black History Month. So let's be happy about Hispanic Heritage Month, shall we?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think we should.
I'm in it to win it.
Yes, so I don't think we mentioned one of our sponsors, Compass for Conduct Disorder. So I do want to let you know that this show is sponsored in part by Compass for Conduct Disorder. They are a 501c3 nonprofit organization offering support for those living with conduct disorder. To make a donation or to find out more about conduct disorder, visit www.compassforcd.org. Yes, indeed. So I want to say something because we are starting a new segment. This segment is called Make It Make Sense. And we're asking for people to submit their issues, their scenarios, their problems to us. So if you want us to make it make sense, hit us up on our social media, Lip Service, or hit me up, Lisa Danae, hit up Darren, hit up Miss Riri. And we will keep it anonymous if you want us to, but if you want us to share your name, we'll do that too. But we will.
Everything.
Yeah, but we will make it make sense.
Yes. Some type of way. It may not make sense to you, but it's going to make sense to us.
Exactly. As long as it makes sense to somebody.
Right.
So let's get into this week's Make It Make Sense. So you want me to get into it, Darren, or you want to get into it?
No, I'm gonna let you set it up and then I'll kind of
Okay,
slide in there.
so here's the scenario for this week. And this is I'm quoting the viewer. My dude left the state for work. Before he left, he stayed in my place and used my computer. He forgot to log out of his email. I noticed he received an email from Tinder. The subject was, "Thank you for updating your payment method for Tinder Plus." He renewed it while out of town. We met on Tinder, so I know that he doesn't use it to make friends. How would you take this? Is this worthy of a breakup? Darren, I'm gonna let you chime in first.
Let's back up. Let's back up. First of all, it's your dude, so that's your man, right?
Your man.
Your
I
main
think she,
thing.
yeah, refer to him as her
I want to
dude.
make sure I understand the scenario because I have to break this down so they can.
Right?
You shouldn't be checking your man's email. First of all,
Well,
I know it's your man, but I know you should have an understanding. I don't know how long you've been talking. Is it 6 months? We talking a year? We talking what?
we don't know that information.
Well, again, those are qualifying questions that,
Yes.
that need to be asked
This is
before
true.
we start and make it make sense.
Right? So let's assume they've been together for 5 years.
He should not be on Tinder, but she still shouldn't be checking his email.
Well, why not? And from what I read, it don't look like she checked it. It looks like he left his email open, and she happened to notice.
No. If I leave $100 on the table and you need it for something, you're gonna get that $100. You're gonna do what that $100 is gonna do for you.
Uh-huh.
So it was visible for you to see. So you must have wanted to say, well, let me check and see what his email looks. No, you don't do that.
So are we saying that she's wrong, first of all, for checking the email? Because we can kind of,
There should be an understanding.
Okay.
And you should be able to freely express each other's email, I guess, providing you have anything to hide.
what do you think, Sharice?
Well, I think she should have been checking the email.
Wow, okay.
Because if you check for something, you're probably
you're gonna find it.
I'm sorry.
And not only that, but you know your person that you're with. So if there was a need, there had to have been some curiosity to even want to look.
Right.
I just feel like, first of all, you left your email open. You didn't log out.
Well, he trusted you for one.
Secondly, okay, maybe I shouldn't have checked your email.
Right.
But let's get past that.
Okay.
Because two wrongs don't make a right. So I can concede to that. If I was this young lady, I would say, all right, my bad for checking your email. But let's discuss this Tinder Plus.
Now, I didn't know Tinder had a plus.
I
just know Tinder mindset. You know.
Well, no, Tinder Plus means, now I've never been on Tinder, but from what I understand, it means you get more features. So clearly you're not just browsing.
Okay.
You're trying to make contact.
And it stated that he doesn't use it to make friends.
Well,
That's what it
apparently
said.
they met on Tinder. So clearly he's not using it to make friends. Here's my thing. This is my take on it. So this is how I'm gonna make it make sense.
Okay, well,
I feel this
stop
way.
right there. Stop right there. When you say he's not using it to make friends, so are these supposed to be hookups?
Absolutely.
Well, see, I'm young and a little virgin ears, you know. I got
OMG.
a little Similac behind my ears when it comes to Tinder.
Okay.
So these are hookups.
Yes.
Wow. Tinder, if you're out there and you're listening, you want us to sponsor, just come on and come to stunnerradio.com. I'm glad to give you more props than you're already getting right now.
See, here's my thing. This is my take on it. I do feel like perhaps she invaded his privacy a little bit by checking the email. But I also feel like he should have made it clear, if we are not being, in a committed relationship, I need to know that. Why are you on Tinder? Because then I'm going to get on Tinder. I just feel like, I agree. I feel like the question was, is this worthy of a breakup? My answer is yes. This is worthy of a breakup, because if he on Tinder, he probably on Black People Meet, Plenty of Fish, Hinge, all the other ones.
You see, I'm doing a lot of them, don't you?
I know. I've been on it. The only one I haven't been on is Tinder. But I know there's a variety of them out there. So I feel like if he on Tinder and he like it enough to pay for it, update his payment information.
I can admit I've been on a few sites, but I'm not willing to pay. I take it back. I did pay for BlackPeopleMeet.com. I did pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But all these other ones, there's ways around it. You don't have to meet people online. It's easier. Walmart works good.
Walmart.
McDonald's works good. Well, not now during the pandemic, but still. Just meeting people. That's all. It's use it for the vehicle it was meant to be used for. It's just to meet people. Sometimes it work out. Sometimes they don't.
So what's your answer? Is this worthy in your mind? Is this worthy of a breakup?
It's worthy of a conversation.
Right.
Okay.
It's worthy of a conversation that should be discussed and said, hey, are we exclusive? Because if we're not, I need to know. And if we are, I have some questions for you.
Absolutely.
Why are you on Tinder? Why are you paying for Tinder? I'm Tinder right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why are you paying for Tinder?
Tinder wrong.
I mean, it's right there. It's easy access,
Right.
touch.
And I find that men always have a different view of a relationship than women.
Yes.
We do.
So he may think that we cool and we friends with benefits. Versus you may think we in a straight up committed relationship.
Yeah.
Think the thing is, if we could ask the person, have you guys spoken about this? Or
Right.
what your status of relationship was, or if you met on Tinder, well, we're both going to get off of Tinder. Those type of things, because those conversations need to be had if that's where you actually met.
I think the biggest.
What's going on?
I think the biggest concern for me is why you wait till you go out of town to update your payment information.
Well, he was there.
That
for the
makes me
weekend.
feel like,
He was with you for the weekend.
well, before he went out of town for work.
Right.
So the only thing that we don't know is how long was he out of town or how long is he going to work out of town. But my thing is, if you're working out of town for extended period of time, you update your payment information on Tinder, you're trying to be slick. That's how I take it. You're trying to be slick.
We can be slick other ways. We ain't got to,
Right.
through email. We can be slick other ways.
Right.
I'm sure he is, because it's just like anything else. It's just like roaches. If you see one, guarantee it's 40 more somewhere else, 40 more somewhere else. So just like cheating, if you see one sign, it's 5 other signs that you are not privy to that he is doing.
Not necessarily. Not all things what you see is what you get. It's not always that way.
Right.
It's not always that
You
way.
guys are so optimistic.
And you're not.
I mean, y'all need to rub off on me. Oh no, I'm definitely pessimistic when it comes to relationships with people, especially over the age of 35. You already set in your ways. If you a cheater, you gonna be a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Don't come tell me, oh, I cheat on my wife, but I'm not gonna cheat on you. Boy, bye. If
You should get out of one. You should get out of one
again,
before you get into another.
I think it all depends on the person. People are willing to change for who they are willing to change
And who
for.
they want to change.
See,
for.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well, you had met him yet then.
Well, because I know I'm not willing to change for nobody. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who I'm with. I'm just gonna be me. So
You are willing to change now. You may not
No.
change. You may not change 100%, but you will change. But
I
if the
don't
guy comes
think
through the
so.
door and comes at you correctly, you will change.
no, I don't think so. I'm set.
I don't.
I'm a fully developed human. I'm
I'm
set. So
saying-
I don't see where I'm really gonna change. Well, maybe you're right. We'll see.
Oh, you will.
We shall see.
If Denzel walked through this door and said, "I'm divorced," and he came up and started talking to you, and I'm sorry, a guy like Denzel, that came
Yeah.
up and started talking to you. Look at you. Look how
Because
good.
first and foremost, Denzel old enough to be my daddy. So I am not interested. I'm just saying. Now Denzel's son, on the other hand,
Okay.
better
Okay,
holler at your girls.
he too young for you.
No,
probably.
he's perfect.
No. So what is
He's
your
perfect.
so what is your age range?
My age range is, since I'm 48, my age range is 48 and under, up to 35.
So you want to go down, not go up.
Right.
I can't go up.
So you want to do somebody 50 that come through the door.
It depends on how that good a shape they in. I'm not trying to be no nurse. I'm trying to be nobody nursemaid. I can't,
Wait a minute.
change.
Wait a minute. How?
I'm just saying. I'm not.
I don't feel like I need.
That's why I said, but you in good health. That's why I said it depends on what type of shape they're in.
Right, but most men that's in their 50s are in really good shape.
There's some. Now let's go on and be real.
51.
There's
I'm
some.
okay.
Let me read this comment from a viewer. Now that you have, wait a minute. Never mind. I'll read that one. Let's continue on. Wow.
Can we change some of the words with this comment?
Nah, we're not gonna read that one. Let's move on. Now, what were we talking about? Age
I don't
range?
see it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I had a conversation with somebody else, and she's willing. We talked about age range, 10 up or 10 down. You can go 10 up or 10, depending on what age you are.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you're 60, you may not want to go 10 up. You might want to go 10 down, but it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
So, what is your age? You're
I
telling me
might go 5 up. So what's that? 53. I might go up to 55, so I guess that's like
Well,
7.
I'm telling you, you meet the right one, you'll change your whole life.
My problem is this: I don't want to have to rub no Bengay. I'm not doing that.
Don't look
You
at
have
it
to
that
be
way.
in good shape.
Well, eventually, if you stay with him long enough, it might get to that.
Yeah, but let's have some time before that.
And I'm not saying
Let's
that's
have
bad,
some years
but
before that.
don't go in with that thinking
And I
that
don't know
crowd say.
Right.
You go to listen here. If you ain't the right size, I can't be. I can't.
Sorry, Sharice.
Because I know plenty of 55-year-olds that, we ain't got to rub no big
I mean,
deal.
I'm just saying, I have
And what's wrong with
dated.
Bengay? I mean,
I have
dated.
I've dated someone in their 50s before, and my problem was they were not like on. We just was different. You know, I dated someone in my here you go. I dated someone in my 50s before, and I just felt like they were too old. Their mindset was just too old.
Well, certain ones are, but don't count everybody. Right?
Mhm.
You're just putting it out the picture completely without saying, if you come to me correct, maybe. Right. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I guess I could say 7 up and 10 down. 10, 11, 12.
Now, let me ask you a question. If a guy 10 down came to you and said, I don't think you can handle me.
Oh, okay, goodbye. Because this ain't no competition. So if that's how you feel, bye.
Well, but
I'm not trying to prove nothing.
But why do you want to get a guy then?
No, I'm just saying I'm open to it because I feel like.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase the question.
Because I'm high energy. I'm a high energy person with a high energy personality.
Well,
and sometimes people that are older than me, hey, Keisha Webb, she said OMG. I know she OMG too, but oh God. She said, oh my God.
But what I'm saying is, again, he might be 10 years younger than you and may have way more energy than you, and you can't keep up with him.
Well, that's fine. That means we're not compatible.
So he has to be on your level.
No, we just have to be compatible. We just have to be compatible. Why it always got to be about me? Let's talk about you. What's your age range?
My age range is probably, let me see, I'm 51. I'll go to 44. I'm sorry, 46. I'll go 46. That's a nice round number.
That's like lower than you? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 51.
Oh, okay.
I'm 51,
okay.
so I'll go lower.
Oh, okay.
46 is perfect for me.
Okay, you ain't bad for 51. All right, I might have to change my mindset a little bit. I just be feeling like 50. I just be feeling like, Okay, thank you for that. I might change my.
Just give a guy an opportunity.
Expand my day range.
If a guy comes to you correct and not with no BS, and he comes to you and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Da da da, or you send him a drink like you did other guys, and they respond back and they come at you.
Mm-hmm. As long as they're not old in their ways and their mindset.
Well, you know that after conversation.
This is true. You do know that conversation. Yeah. When they say you show right. When they say a lot of show,
or keep it
they they kind of up there when they say you show right.
I run into that problem with the youngsters because they don't have much of nothing to say. I showed your booty show look good.
Yeah, this is true also.
Man, I can show I'm hungry.
This is true also. However,
it's about conversation. If you got conversation, you can get pretty much anything you want.
I agree with that. But have we reached a consensus on this situation? So I guess we agree to disagree. Y'all say she should stay.
No.
Worthy of
conversation.
Okay.
They should sit down and have a conversation about to see where they should go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have a conversation, then it's gonna go on, and she's gonna do what she want to do, and then he gonna come back and say, "Oh, maybe I thought we were together." No, I seen you you upgrade your Tinder, so I'm upgrade mine too.
Mm-hmm.
So worthy of a conversation.
It's worthy of a conversation.
So since we got a few more minutes on this segment, I want to ask both of you, how would you have handled it? If it was you, would you have just shut down and not even looked in the email?
First, I wouldn't have looked at it on her computer at all.
No, but it's your computer.
Oh,
and your woman left her email open. She forgot to log out. You're just gonna log her out and you're not gonna look. Is that what you're saying?
I've done that.
Oh,
I've had a friend stay with me. Computer's up. I could done anything I want to do on the computer. It's none of my business.
Okay.
And if it's there, I'm sorry, it'll come out eventually. Now, it may come out a little later, but at least in the back of your mind, you may say things, and you may, how you want to kind of poke and prod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certain kind of questions, and then it'll actually come out.
Okay.
I've had where a friend of mine, his computer was broke at the time. I let him loan to mine. When I got it back, his email and stuff was open. It was an email actually that I didn't even know nothing about.
Would you say a friend?
Well, I was dating him at the time.
See, this what I mean by over 50. Everybody is a friend. See what I'm saying? They be dating folks.
I mean,
that's why I'm scared of guys over 50 because they got a lot of friends.
You know what? He used to get at me all the time with that because I said, "This is my friend so and so." And he was like, "You know what? You tell one somebody else that I'm just your friend."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Okay, this is that guy." But I just feel like at that time, I think I was maybe about 48, 49. I mean, how do you look at 40 something over 45 to me? This is my boyfriend.
Well, I never liked that word boyfriend.
I'm not with
so
that.
what would you classify?
My man. Because I'm dealing with little boys.
Calm down.
I know that you see that bass got in my voice. I felt some type of way.
I see that.
So yeah, when he borrowed my computer and I got it back, it was an email on there. I just logged out of it and continued doing what I'm doing because I don't have time to chase after people and do all of that. Because
like the one people heard on 979, the girl was checking emails, phones, text messages, smelling. All in
undergarments.
Yeah, undergarments. Yeah.
See, now I'm not gonna do that.
That's way too much.
See, my thing is
we're
this.
gonna clean before we come over anyway. But anyway.
Exactly. My thing is this. I'm not snooping and I'm not investigating. However, if it's left open, now I'm not gonna scroll down. But if that was the first one that happens to pop up as I'm trying to close you out and log you out, and I saw it,
you're still guilty.
No.
By association.
I don't feel that. You know why I don't feel that way?
I know you don't feel that way.
Perhaps the Holy Spirit wanted me to see it. Perhaps it was being revealed to me by divine revelation. And who am I to get in the way of the Lord?
And you know what?
You have to bring the Lord in there.
Right.
Lord,
you need to move
it's raining outside. Please don't slide this down. Please.
Who am I to get in the way of God's word? I mean,
so it'll be okay if that was vice versa.
Yes, because sometimes God try to reveal stuff to you, and you say, "No, I ain't gonna look at that."
So you was on Tinder, and you upgraded yours to Tinder Plus, and you accidentally left your laptop open, and he seen it.
Yes,
it would be worthy for him to break up.
It would be worthy for him to see that because if I'm doing that, I'm wrong, and chances are, if I'm doing that,
wait a minute.
I'm doing some other stuff too. So he needs to see that, and the Lord might be revealing it to him. He might want to bounce. I'm just saying. I can't get in the way of the Lord's work. Okay. I can't block nobody's blessing. So perhaps it could have been the end of their season. Okay. And who am I to get in the way of divine revelation? That's all I'm saying.
You don't pray for us, okay?
That's all I'm saying. So if you are listening or if you're going to watch it on the replay, my co-hosts say, have a conversation.
It's worthy of a conversation.
Don't bounce. Have a conversation. Talk it out. I say, holla at your girl because you might want to get you a Tinder Plus too. I wouldn't even tell him I saw. This is my thing.
And just break up?
No, just go on and see what Tinder Plus have to offer for you. And if you find an upgrade, then you're going to slide on out. I'm just saying.
Help the community.
No, I'm not helping the community no more. That's my advice. Do what you feel is right in your heart. If you feel some type of way and you really think he's cheating, because don't you agree that sometimes you have a feeling before you even find something? Oh, you can feel when somebody changed up on you, and you don't have to find no evidence. You just feel it. So I say, if you feel like he's disconnected from you and something's not right, then just have a conversation, but also move on. I feel like life is too short to be in a dead-end relationship.
You know, this relationship has me thinking.
Yes.
Of why he married her and played me.
All right. And when is that book coming out?
October 1st. Pre-sales are going on right now. $15. $Center, SYNTR. You get your copy. You get your address, and we'll ship that copy right out to you October 1st or October 2nd. I may actually physically walk up to you, sign it for you, and hand it right over.
I want my copy ASAP because I'm not sure that any new information will be revealed to me, but I don't want to take that chance because it's how many authors in this book?
I think it's like 9 or 10 authors.
That is an opportunity, ladies, and they're all males.
Yes,
we need to know.
My author brothers, I like to call them. Yes.
We need to know this information, and men don't really open up like that. So get your copy of the book. Yes. Presented by P. Coffee Brown. Yes. Why He Married Her and Played Me.
Yes.
That's an outstanding title. I can't wait to read it. But in this moment, we're going to take a pause and recognize one of our sponsors. Are you sick of steroid creams, water-based products, and products full of toxins? We have great news for you. Lizzie's All Natural Products creates fresh, natural, toxin-free products for your home and body. Their products are made with real, pure, simple plant-based ingredients that are good for your skin from head to toe. Lizzie's believes that everyone deserves to have access to quality, affordable, and natural products. Visit www.productsbylizzie.com for more information. And be sure to use the promo code STUNNER when you check out online. Thank you so much, Lizzie's All Natural Products. Now, we're going to move on because I have something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you are aware of this series on Showtime called Love Fraud. Have you all heard of this?
Love Fraud?
It's called Love Fraud. And I want to encourage you all to check it out. This is the reason why I encourage you to check it out. There is a man on this series whose series is centered around, who goes around conning women, and he gets into a relationship with these women, and he steals all their money, or he ruins their credit. Some he's been physically abusive to, but it sounds like, if you just listen to the description, it sounds like, okay, no big deal. People do that all the time, right? But not like this individual. It's hundreds of women. And when I say hundreds, they got a whole website dedicated to him, trying to warn other women. And he is like the king of con. You have to check this series out. It is so eye-opening. The reason why I wanted to talk about it is because it was so easy for him to con looking like smart women, highly intelligent women. When they profiled these women, they were talking, they were well-spoken, they seemed like some of them were business owners,
Again,
educators.
Get you anything you want. Conversation. If you can talk and you can handle yourself, all you have to know is a little bit about something. And they can expand.
Sound like you got the experience.
Just a little bit. I can talk very well, and that's what happens to these guys. They go up, and girls, they're not getting any attention. For one, they're not getting attention anywhere else, but a nice guy comes and shows them genuine respect, honor. He may spend a little bit here and there, find out what's going on. Before you know it, he's inside. And then once he's inside,
But okay, so if you watch this series, you're gonna see how sad it is. It's really gonna break your heart because some of these people really felt like this guy was the love of their life.
Sure.
He came in and swept them off their feet. Some women he married within 2 weeks. He married within 2 weeks of knowing them. He swept them off their feet. They bought houses together, of course, in their name, of course, on their credit. Cars. They went on these vacations. And the sad part is he didn't target rich people. He targeted women that was like regular, just barely making it, just making it. And so a lot of these women have lost everything and have to now totally rebuild their lives.
Well, that's because no one shows them any type of attention. And when one person shows you attention, you feel as though you're on top of the world.
Right.
And when you feel on top of the world, he can't do anything wrong. He can't do anything wrong. Although your friends are saying, don't talk to him, don't do this and don't do that. She's feeling wanted and needed at that time. No different than when a woman makes a man feel needed. It can happen on the other side too.
Yeah, but here's my question. Because after watching this, I was thinking to myself, how can anybody ever trust anybody again if they watch this show? Because not only did he get lots of women, he was getting them all at the same time. Like his total number of marriages out of all the hundreds of women he dealt with were 10. Some of the women he was married to at the same time. So he had 2 or 3 wives at the same time.
In the same city?
No, he would go from city to city. He would use different names.
Okay.
But my thing is,
So he had Tinder Plus.
oh yeah, plus. He had Tinder plus. No, actually, they showed the site he was on. He was on POF. So it was like a job to him. He would get on there every day and really just meet. It was like, one after the other.
Now,
So my question to you as a man, since you say it's because he's paying them some attention. Okay, after someone watches this or experiences this, how do you move forward? Because now you're going to be suspicious of everybody.
well, first of all, you should be suspicious anyway. You should be suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is as it seems. It takes time. We always put as they say, the representative comes first.
Mm-hmm.
After the representative goes away, then you kind of see back, he gets relaxed, he gets comfortable in surrounding. Then you see those small things that changes. Actually, it's a movie out about the same thing.
Really?
It was on it's a gospel movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, but
Oh, you talking about Fall from Grace?
maybe that's the exact same thing happened.
Yes.
The exact same
Remember that
thing.
one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Say, I recently saw that and made me think of that movie when the guy comes in. Her friend shows her genuine. Her friend invites her to this guy.
Yes.
Shows her attention. She goes through. She feels the love of her life. He's doing everything she wants him to do. He gets into her accounts and she works for a bank.
Yes, that's it. Fall from
And
Grace.
he gets all the stuff from her and changes her name and signs for all these things. And then what you gonna do then? He's part of your life.
And if you're married, there's nothing you can do but get a divorce.
Exactly. And then by then it's already too late.
Well, unless you are a wife of this guy, because if you're married to this guy, your marriage is not valid because he's married to so many different women. Your marriage ain't even valid. So,
I mean, that's the first one.
Yeah.
And the first through 9, but
yeah,
the 10th one, he's probably legit until it happens again.
I don't know. I think only the first one is legit
Oh, it's okay. I don't know how that works.
because
Right,
after
the first-
that,
anything after the first one is a wrap.
it's fraud. Yeah,
Okay.
because when you get a marriage license, I had 3 of them. I'm just saying, when you get a marriage license, you gotta raise your right hand and say, "I swear that I am not currently married."
Do you have to say that?
Well, I have never been married in the state of Texas.
Okay.
So
I
I
think
know
that's
it's
Texas.
different in every state.
I don't remember ever raising my hand
Really?
saying I've never been married before or I'm not currently married.
Well, I've been married in Ohio, Arizona, and where was my
You've been
last?
married to Lisa Shelton.
Michigan.
Michigan. Ohio. Where is it again?
Arizona.
Arizona. Reach out
And
to us
all
and
of
know how that
those-
marriage was. We want to hear from you.
It
Call us.
wasn't good. They together no more.
But trust and believe, they trying to reach out.
It's 3 sides to every story.
Believe
3
that.
sides to every story. There you go.
They trying to reach out. Trust and believe. So don't give no invitations. But what I'm saying is, I remember having to raise my right hand.
And it may be here, but it's been a while for me. So it's been over 10 years for me. So it's been a while since I had to raise your hand and say I've never been married before.
I'm
Or
coming up on my
not currently.
6th year, right? You have to raise your hand and say, "I swear that I am not currently married." You have to also say, in the states that I was in, that we are not related.
Now,
See,
that I know.
Texas probably don't.
We know we cousins there.
Yeah. Texas said that ain't none of our business.
You do
That's
what you want to
between
do.
y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
In other states, you do have to say that, and you also have to say that I'm not being coerced, and I'm consenting to this.
Wow.
I verify that I'm of this legal age and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's that. So check out Love Fraud on Showtime. No, they're not paying me to say this, but it's just so good. When y'all watch it, please chime in on the next show because it's really
What's
good.
it called again?
I'm gonna need y'all to watch it too
Love
because it's so good. It's
Fraud.
called Love Fraud. It is really good, and when you see how he left a trail of women heartbroken, oh, it's just so sad.
Wow.
It can be done, but it can be done on the other side too. Women can do it too. Black widows, they kill brothers.
You already know I had a whole
I
show
just
on that.
watched the 2 episodes of Dr. Jill where the lady, they traced the guy back in, of course, Nigeria, and he
No offense.
wasn't nowhere near the person that he said he was.
Yes,
Pictures and bankrupt this lady for over $250,000. She lost her home and all
Wow.
kind of stuff. It was crazy.
See, I agree with what you said, Darren. I think people move too fast. I really do, and that's why
One
you get
day
these
at a time.
situations.
Right.
I think people move too fast. I had this guy ask me to marry him after 2 weeks a day, and I was like, boy, no. I already got enough failures under my belt. I'm not trying to add another. Also, you already think it's gonna fail. I've only known you for 2 weeks.
So if he came with a 10-carat diamond ring and said he wanted to marry you, and they got millions of dollars in the bank.
I just feel like that's too soon. I just feel like 2 weeks. That's not. You
3
don't
weeks?
know a person. I'm gonna need at least 6 months, at least, and really more than that, at least a year. I could take 6 months if you're fine, and you got all the things that I need in my life. I can do 6 months, but nothing less than 6 months. And nothing over a year, because you're not going to drag me along for more than a year. You know by a year whether or not I'm the one.
Not necessarily.
I'm just saying what bounce. You're not going to waste my time. You might be blocking somebody else's place.
Let me have a ring back.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you know from a man point of view, you know whether or not you want to marry that person within a year.
I would think so.
Yes.
I would think so. If not, you're at least discussing it about planning something out.
Yes, but these people who've been dating for like 5 to 7 years now, I'm not doing that.
It's an ulterior motive somewhere in here.
Something is not right.
Something
Exactly.
ulterior motive. It could be I need citizenship. I've had a friend ask me, say, "Hey man, you know anybody willing to marry for such and such amount of money?" I'm like, "How old is she?"
You was just asking for a friend.
I physically went out and asked some other people, "Would you do this?" And some people I know has done that.
Yeah, I've heard of it too. Yeah,
but it ties you up. It ties you up because if I do it for Cherie, and then I'm stuck with Cherie, and I can't go on because she wants citizenship, and they say it takes a year. It could be 2 or 3 years.
Right. I'm thinking like,
and then here comes.
Wow, 3 to 5.
I was hurt.
Here comes a Sneed coming through the door, and I want to get with her, but I can't because I'm over here with my legal ties to her.
And not only that, you got to know the laws in your state. That is one thing that is extremely important because different states have different laws regarding divorce, who gets property, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you do that in California, you stuck like Chuck if you get a divorce because this is a community property state. That means
Texas too.
Texas too? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, I know that in some states, yeah, you can really get into big trouble if you marry the wrong person and you have assets. I'm just saying. So you always got to be aware of the laws in your state. One thing I can say about the state of Arizona, they believe in marriage because they offer something that's called a covenant marriage, which means if you take this option, you can never get a divorce. You can only get a legal separation. That's the only thing you can do, but you can never get a divorce. It is a lifetime thing, which all marriages are supposed to be. But
that's not even going to another state get a divorce.
You can't. You no, because you still have to, your paperwork got to go through Arizona, and you've got a covenant marriage. So you agree to the terms if you agree to that option. I only know because I got married in Arizona, and I was like, we're not doing no covenant marriage. And of course he was, then you must think we're going to fail. I said, I just need to have the option to get out.
Right.
I just think that's crazy to not have the option.
True.
So that's in Arizona. So I don't advise anybody to get
October 3rd is early voting. We'll make sure we keep pushing.
Is it October 3rd or 13th?
No, it goes October 3rd through the 13th.
13th?
Yes.
Okay.
Early voting pretty soon.
Early voting starts on the 3rd?
Yes.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Correctly, yes.
I thought it was the 13th. Okay,
it goes up to the 13th.
That's what's up. Okay, so that is like in a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half even.
Exactly.
Anybody on the Southwest side, y'all need a brag? I'll let you girl. I will take you there.
I think that's important. I think we should all band together and go in groups. And this is another thing that I think is important. You don't have to go in your neighborhood.
Right.
You can go to any polling location. And the reason why that's important is because some neighborhoods, there's never a line. Because when I go to vote down the street from where I live, there's never a line. I get in and out every time. So I feel like, just look around. Don't go to, the stories on the news where I had these people waiting for hours and hours and hours to vote. Just go to another polling location. It is not that hard. So if you need information, is it harrisvotes.com, Harris Votes?
What are you talking about? Where the voting polls are?
Yeah, the voter location. I'm going to get that information for you guys, and we want to have it before early voting starts because we want to make sure that vote.gov. That's it. Thank you so much. Vote.gov. Please go there and get the information that you need. We got another comment. I want to make sure that it's kosher from the last experience, but early voting. Oh, okay. Okay. Begins October 13th through the 30th, says Shawana Wesley. Thank you so much, Shawana.
Thank you for that.
October 13th through the 30th is early voting in Texas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We want to definitely have the accurate information. Thank you, Shawana. Okay, so we're going to do one more ad before we get to our next segment. Are you enjoying the show? Oh, you are? Glad to hear it. This is a perfect time to let you know that Stunner Radio now has merch. Rep your favorite Stunner Radio show with t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and more. You can also purchase ads and become a sponsor of our station. Visit our store at www.stunnerradio.com/shop to get your Stunning Radio merch today. We are Urban Talk Radio for the Black and Brown communities and all those who value diversity. Stunning Radio is the heart and soul of the culture.
I know they know what this
All
means.
right.
What does merch mean? I know people need to know that. But
Merchandise.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
See, this is what happens when you date a man over 50.
Mm.
They need you to say the whole word.
I'm helping up someone else out, helping the community.
It's merchandise.
Just want to make sure, because some people looking here don't get bits and pieces. I want to make sure that we clearly stipulate exactly what we're talking about.
For all of you out there, 50 and older,
It's
merchandise for you guys. Hey,
it's okay.
go and grab your merchandise, aka merch.
Okay.
Now we're gonna move on
I'm
because
for that one.
I know you're gonna give me. That's all right. Hey, I only got 2 years before I can keep saying over 50 because I'm gonna be there very soon. Yes, the Lord say the same.
Right.
So I want to move on to the segment that I have called Social School. Because I just feel like there is a way to be successful on social media. And then there's a right and a wrong way to do social media. So I want us to share some tips on social media do's and don'ts, if you will. So I got some, and I'm sure y'all got some. And you don't chime in on these. So here's my number one tip for successful interactive participate in every challenge. I'm just saying, there's so many challenges going on. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing all the challenges. And I know it's your page, and that's what people love to say, this is my page. I know it's your page, but maybe pick and choose the challenges. What do y'all think?
Well, again, it's their page. They can do whatever they want to do on their page. I'm take the different side, but be careful. Everyone else is watching you also.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can say about that. Be careful with it and any social media platform. Be careful with what you put on because it may give you can get the next job. It may be your boss is looking at what you're doing outside of work.
Yes.
So you have to be careful on all platforms. No matter what goes on, good or bad, be careful. You ain't gonna let everybody know where you're going. You ain't gonna let everybody know that you're going to Cancun before you're gonna be gone 3 weeks.
Yes.
Why would you do that? I know where you stay. I can go and get your phone number, all this stuff. Ladies, go out and I ain't gonna say block your number, but there's ways of moving around so your number's not out there. Because we can get your phone number.
No, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to get the phone number. They can literally call you through Messenger.
Messenger, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but you can block them on that.
Yeah, but
Well,
your
yeah,
number
you don't
is-
know that until they
call you. I know, right? It is so annoying when a stranger just calls you on
Oh
Messenger,
my God.
especially from another country.
I've posted that on my Facebook probably 50 times.
That is annoying. That's one of my tips is,
That cooks my
yes. And my other tip was what you were saying.
Show your age over there. Yeah.
Mel Steiner.
Yeah. You show your age over there.
I know, right? My next tip was what you were saying. You don't have to post your every move.
Yeah,
I really feel like posting your every move is not always smart. You don't have to post, rolling up to the restaurant as soon as you get out the car, going into the restaurant as soon as you sit down, about to order, as soon as you order, look at my food, as soon as you about to pay, as soon as you leave, going to the next spot. I just think it's not wise to post your every move. What do y'all think?
I agree.
I agree. I will post things here and there. I don't like when I got to. I have a thing about when you go live. If you're gonna go live for a purpose. Like,
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
want
yes.
to see you going live and then you hold the phone and you looking at yourself and you fixing your eyes and you doing your hair and then you're talking about absolutely nothing.
And sometimes you just looking into the camera.
Yeah, and the music is going blaring loud. So, or people with smoking weed and just doing the most with all the jumping like it's hot and
Oh, the twerkers.
and I'm like, just
Shout out to TikTok out there. Y'all do y'all savage challenge. I do like that though. I
Of
really
course
do.
you do.
I like that. I love the savage challenge.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I just scroll through it and keep it moving because I'm like you. I per se don't do a lot of challenges and I don't care to see everybody else doing 55,000.
I just say pick and choose them, you know, because it
I see
gets.
the selfie challenge, the age challenge, the this challenge, that challenge. I'm over it.
Yeah, me too. It's challenges is getting a little out of hand.
But I don't be on social media like that. Like if you busy, you ain't got time to be doing all them challenges.
Because it is a job.
Right.
It is a job.
Yeah.
It is a job.
But if you have any type of business or any type of platform, you gotta be on there.
Yeah.
And then it annoys you when there's so much stuff that you gotta
So
scroll
much
through.
noise. So much
Yes,
noise.
it's like, that's why we trying to help the community. We giving you some tips, making
The
it a
right
little
way of helping you.
better.
The right way.
Yeah.
The right way.
Yes. My other tip is do not put anything into an inbox or a direct message that you don't want the world to see. Just don't do it because those screenshots is real. I have seen more screenshot conversations on my timeline. I feel so bad for people because all their conversations that they thought were private are now exposed.
Well,
So that's a
directly
tip.
to a person, right? It's
Yeah,
not.
but that doesn't guarantee privacy. So what I'm saying is do not have any type of conversation. Don't put no pictures in there you don't want everybody to see. Don't say stuff you don't want everybody to see. I know y'all have seen some screenshots of folks' conversations because I know I have. And I have felt really bad for these people. And definitely don't put any nude pictures in the inbox.
Please don't. Young people.
It's just not a
don't
good
do it.
idea.
Old people either don't do it.
Especially.
It's not worth it. Now, don't say that.
I want to know.
Because if you open up one door, you got to make sure you close all the doors. I want to make sure nobody do that out there.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Because the thing is, that is no guarantee that's going to remain private.
True.
Because people put those screenshots and then they start sharing. When they get mad, they start sharing them. I have seen so many private conversations and people are airing them out. And I feel bad for the people. Because I think when they was typing it or texting it, they thought it was just between them and that person. So that's why I say I encourage you, don't put anything in a DM or inbox if you don't want the world to see it. You just got to be mindful of the fact that everybody could have access to that sometime in the future. And my last tip is avoid complaining about your job on social media. If you got to vent about your job, don't do it on social media. That is not smart because, first of all, your post lasts forever. Secondly, your job has access to see your social media. A lot of people think because they have a private account or because they have only their friends could see their Facebook posts.
Right.
That doesn't mean your friend not going to share your post. But that doesn't mean that at some point in time, somebody's not going to do a screenshot of what you said about your job. And avoid complaining about friends and family on social media, especially your man. Do not complain about your man on social media or a woman.
Or to anybody else. Keep that in house.
But definitely don't do it on social media.
Yes.
I mean, if you got a vent in real life.
Call us.
Exactly.
Call us. We'll take that call.
Exactly. We'll
Right.
make it make sense.
And it makes sense every day, all day.
Yes. But don't do it on social media. I just feel like when people put their personal business out there, then they get mad when you put a comment on it.
Because
you don't even know me. I don't.
But
you just told me all your business.
Right.
So I just feel like certain things don't belong on social media.
True.
If you got to complain about your job, your husband or wife, even sometimes your children, because somebody may show that to them. They might see that. It's hurtful if you complaining about somebody you didn't tell them.
Right.
I can't stand. I tell the models that all the time when I work with them, I don't want to see how your baby daddy didn't do X, Y, and Z and left little John, and you don't have to have that for the whole world to see. Like, quit airing out your business, especially when you're back with them on Thursday.
Oh, amen. And I was gonna say that one, but I didn't want to offend nobody. But I was gonna say, you don't have to post every new boo. Because some of these posts looking a little messy. Because you had a new boo 3 weeks ago. He was all around your kids at your house and everything. And now you got another new boo. And he all around your kids at your house. You don't have to post every new boo. Right. I think be selective about the people you post. Right.
You have to be.
I think you should have put a time limit on before you.
But that's what Facebook is about. It wants us to let you know exactly what's going on right then. That's why they created the live. They want to know exactly what you're doing at that particular time.
And that's good because, it does help. It has its good things and it has its bad things. But we have to be smart on how we utilize it.
True.
I just don't want people out there looking bad because you know what people say after the second or third time you post a new boo. They thinking, well, she going through 'em, or
She is.
he or she is going through 'em. Like you got a new boo every 3 weeks.
Oh, and don't post those ones when you got the money stacks on the table
That
and you just making it rain right there for you. I mean, I'm happy you got the money.
knowing you collecting unemployment.
Oh, good God. Go and show that unemployment stuff.
And you done got the SBA loan knowing you didn't have not one business.
I cannot deal with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still salty about that because I know quite a few people.
Really?
They got that loan and didn't have not a business.
And you know what's sad about it? The people that have businesses can't get it.
Yeah, right. I'm over here like, hello.
Tell me how you feel now. Your paperwork, how you get it?
Well,
Wow.
first service probably what happens. They probably got in first before anybody else found out.
Oh, I'm sure.
And once you get in and get your paperwork in, they ain't got time to look at those little thousands. They're gonna look at the first 4 or 5 that they get and approve them, and then somebody tells somebody else and somebody tells somebody. And that's how you found out.
Mm-hmm.
And you number 25,000
Right.
paper. Now I'm not gonna even get a chance to look at it.
Absolutely.
That is so unfortunate. I didn't know people were getting those
What?
loans that easily. Wow.
They would get them, but I said what's going to come back to bite us because although they're giving people the loans, eventually they're going to start checking.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen that you put down, you had 10 workers, so you got that $10,000 because it's $1,000 for each worker.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen when they ask you for Social Security numbers?
Right.
And what's going to happen for, all the paperwork prior to that?
Because I think you would have to submit an I-9 or something.
You're gonna have to, I'm sure they're going to have you
Some type of
submit
paperwork for your
something.
employees.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, definitely don't be fronting on social media if you being fraudulent.
They're gonna be fronting anyway, so.
But don't front if you're fraudulent because you're gonna get caught.
That's how a lot of people were getting caught. They buying cars and big screen TVs and posting it all on Facebook and
Yeah, just dumb stuff. Robbing banks and ATMs, it's just stupid stuff. So.
And be smart. That's all I say. Be smart on social media. Use it for the tool that it is, but don't let it use you. Don't let it control your life. That was my actual last tip is don't take everything that you see seriously on social media. Because just because somebody didn't click like on your picture don't mean they didn't like it. Or
a lot of people that lurk.
Yes, they lurk, they look, and they never gonna click anything on your picture.
Never see nothing, then they'll hit you in the DM like, I thought you was sick.
Right. I saw this special that was saying that young people are getting depressed and having issues with depression because some of their pictures are not being liked or they're not being liked on social media. I just feel like we need to not take this stuff so seriously. People will scroll right on past your stuff. Know it looks good, know they admire it, but they won't click like on it. So you just can't take it too seriously.
Well, and then I know with Instagram, they took away the showing the number of likes.
Yeah.
They took that away. Yeah, they took that away.
I feel like I be saying it still.
You'll see that people liked it.
Okay.
But they don't say like 1,000 people because that was one of the ways that I used to be able to tell if you had a real account or a fake account. You got 10,000 followers and you got 4 likes.
Right. No engagement with your followers. Don't nobody really talk
like
back to you.
Was 20.
Right. You don't bought them followers.
Right.
Yes, that is
solid.
That is a going trend. Buying followers.
So that's why, like on YouTube, they say like, subscribe, and comment.
And comment. Yes, because we need to calculate the engagement.
Right.
Yes, that is definitely most important.
Make sure you click subscribe to us.
Exactly. Speaking of, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Well, we wrapping up, so let everybody know how they can reach you guys and follow you and support you.
I'm at All For You Boutique and Hair Gallery. I am Miss Riri on Facebook. You can follow me there, and I'm on Instagram under All For You Boutique, and it is 8 with 3 L's, the number 4 and the letter U.
And you can reach Darren Baker on Facebook, as well as Instagram, Dark Knight Photography. Want to see all of you come back and listen to us and subscribe on that button. Hit that little button right below us or to the left or to the right. Somewhere hit subscribe somewhere.
Right. And notifications.
So that you can come back and always know we're getting on air.
Absolutely. And You can find me on all social media networks under Lisa Dene. And also you can go to my website, lisadene.com, and check out my new music and, you know, all the stuff I got going on. I'm getting ready to launch my online boutique. So trust me, I'm going to tell you.
Little person and looking
Yeah.
iconic thing to
I'm
it.
gonna have some shades for y'all, some handbags and stuff like that on my website. So you know, check me out. Holla at your girl. I might expand. I might expand into some guy accessories.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But with that
Be
being
specific about
said,
that.
yeah, with that being said, we want to also thank Vanguard Media. Special thanks to Vanguard Media and the Al Rucker Show. To learn more about Vanguard Media, visit vanguardmediallc.com and be sure to check your local listings for the Al Rucker Show or visit alruckershow.com. That's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
You didn't do this other segment.